Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, as we know now, pre-built ships in the store are going to be a thing for ARX. And whether or not you think this is pay to play or pay to win, that's your own demons to deal with. However, I thought I'd take a look at the build that was issued by Frontier to me and communicated to the rest of the community recently to see if the actual builds we had were going to be any good. Are they going to be fit for purpose? And in this video, I'll be having a look at the Type 6 laser mining jumpstart build that Frontier released. Let's dive in. That's right, Commanders. Little bit of a surprise this. When I think of mining, the Lakon Type 6 transporter doesn't really spring to mind. The Type 6 transporter, you could say, is a versatile ship, but not that versatile, manufactured by Lakon Spaceways. The Type 6 is considered an entry-level vessel for traders and is primarily designed for hauling commodities and offers, I would say, perhaps sufficient cargo space for some profitable trading and standard goods. It's not a large freighter, it's a medium-sized freighter. It can dock at outposts, providing that wider range and access to markets. And this might be something that it's got going for as an entry-level miner. For cargo capacity, you're going to get about 114 tons of cargo on it if you configure it right. I wouldn't say it's bulk trading, but it's not bad. For exploration, if you strip it all the way down, right the way down, you could have it as an exploration vessel. It does have some decent jump ranges. You put an FSD booster on it as well, extra fuel tanks. You might be able to use it. But, you know, it's comparable, I think, the jump ranges to an ASP Explorer at a bit of a lower cost. Although, let's face it, it's not going to be able to defend itself. Which brings me on nicely to jump range. About 28 light years you can get this up to without any messing about in engineering. But though if you want to go a bit further, you're looking at engineering, going for Felicity Farseer, put in extra fuel tanks in, a fuel scoop, FSD booster, you know the score. But then that defeats the entry-level aspect of it because you're getting down that engineering route. As I mentioned before, combat ability, virtually non-existent. Just make sure you got some decent shields. That's all I'm going to say. And perhaps some fast thrusters. That's the key thing. So when Frontier turned around and said, hey, we're going to release a Type 6 as a ship pack on the store that you can pay for by ARX, I was surprised, to say the least. So I went out and I bought one and kitted it out exactly as they have. Okay, so here we are. I'm at Shinrata, which gives me access to all the ships and all the modules. Well, nearly all the modules. And we're going to build up the Type 6 laser mining jumpstart ship. Okay, so I thought I'd take a look at the Type 6 laser mining jumpstart build that Frontier released some days ago. And is going to be available on the store to buy with ARX. Now, the idea of these ships, like I mentioned, is meant to be a springboard, a jump start. So you're not starting from scratch. If you want to get involved in laser mining, then they're saying this is the ship for you. So here we are, we're in the good old store. We're going to buy a ship. So we got 917,818. Not a hell of amount, right? You know, it's not overly expensive. This is a Type 6, after all, right? So we're going to buy one of those. Purchase that ship. Confirm. We're going to pay our money, 917,818 credits. Confirm. Okay, so straight off the bat, what it gives you is two 1D modified mining lasers that have been pre-engineered with incendiary rounds. Now, I happen to have gone off and got some of those anyway, because you get them by unlocking a certain system, the LTT-198 system. So this pre-engineered Class 1 mining laser with long range, it has reduced distributor draw and incendiary rounds experimental effect, and it is called a modified mining laser. Now, I've got this stored up. We're going to get rid of those pulse lasers, because nobody needs pulse lasers on a ship that's going to be mining. Right, so we're going to get rid of that. Thank you very much. Right, okay then. So, I've got my mining tools. There's my mining laser. There's the modifications here as well, look. Alright, so long range weapon, grade 5, incendiary rounds. Modified ammo system capable of delivering superheated rounds, increasing damage and converting a large portion to thermal. Yes, there you go. Right, so we're going to have some of this. We're going to go, right, we'll have one of those in there. And we're going to have one of those in there. Right, so we got our mining lasers. This is what they say. So like I say, this bypasses the need to unlock the LTT 198 permit and that tech broker for this module. Now, if you intend to go and unlock those mining lasers, as it happens, you are going to need some materials. And you're going to need 20 arsenic, 24 rhenium, 28 phosphorus, and 16 osmium, right? And we'll put all that in the description anyway. But you'll need to have those materials for each weapon you unlock. This is not just an unlock the weapon or the tool, should we say, and then it's available to you. Every time you want one, you've got to stump up those materials. All right, so that's the answer there. So good stuff, all good stuff. So here we go. So that was the human technology broker at Zeton's recall in LTT 198, which is actually permit locked by the Torval Mining Limited Company. Alright then, so moving on to utility mounts. So the utility mounts is a pulse wave analyzer, a chaff launcher, and point defense. So, chaff launcher, equip that. We want a pulse wave analyzer. Thank you very much. We'll have one of those. They had a... we didn't say which one they had. Okay, so there could be an A. They didn't say what class they had. So I'm going to go with a D because, well, I'm kind of assuming that's what they're going to put in there. Who knows, to be honest, until we actually get it released on the store. The empty utility mount I've got there is going to be what? A point defense. Point defense. There you go. Buy and equip. Right, so we've got our hard points, we've got our utility mounts, onto core internals. Well, this is nothing special. Lightweight alloy. The power plant, they've got you rated to a 3A. There you go. Pop one of those in. We'll sell that module. We're not messing around with all this. Thrusters, this is interesting. They've gone for a 4B with the thrusters. So the 4B, that's got the power draw. The 4A, so less than the 4A. That's what they say you want. That's what we're going to put in, 4B. But what's the difference between that and the 4A? Which might give us a little bit of extra maneuverability. So, the 4A would give us, well, plus everything in every way, really. So if I was going to make a change out of this, perhaps I'd do that. You know, I've got the extra power capacity. Anyway, they say 4B, we're going with 4B with them. The next thing is going to be a frameshift drive. So we've got a 4E fitted as standard. We're going to replace that. We're going to pop in a 4A. A 4A. There it is. Buy and equip. That gives us a jump range straight away of 27.76. Good for them. Life support, 2D. Okay. There you go. Buy and equip gives us 7 minutes 30 seconds. Should the canopy go. And the power distributor, they've gone for 3A as well. So we'll replace that with a 3A. 3A. There you go. Buy and equip. Sensors, they have a 2D. So it's nice and lightweight. Okay. to 28.17 light years now. And of course the fuel tank. Moving into optional internals. So what have they got here? They have got, and this is the thing, they're going to be running shieldless. No, they're going to have bi-weave shields in there. Okay, so they've got two 5E cargo racks of 32 capacity. So we'll replace that. 5E, thank you for it. Buy and equip. And then we'll replace that as well. And we'll say cargo racks. And you'll say, we'll have some of that. Buy and equip. Then I have two 4s. There you go. Right, brilliant. The shield generator is a bi-weave, a 3C bi-weave. So those shields will come up nice and quick. Where are we? It's a 3C bi-weave. I'm in the wrong section. It's a shield cell bank. My God, I'm going mental. Where's the bi-weaves? There it is. Buy and equip. Spending the money. And then in the class 2 slot there, they've kind of, you know, replaced that module. They've gone for a 1A collector limpet. I suppose. And then they've gone for a prospector limpet controller. Where is it? That's collector. We want prospector. Prospector limpet controller. Multi-limpet control. Prospecting limpet control 1A. Right? Now the thing with 1A is, yes, very good. If you were going to put a different one in there, for example, where's my prospector limpet controllers down here? If you were going to put the B in, right, alright, the active range is less. You know, the A is probably right. To be fair, I'm not sold on this build at all whatsoever. This isn't actually listed in here, but we're going to replace that Super Cruise Assist just on the Pure Op surface scanner. Just for giggles, right? So, what have we got here? I mean, to be fair, what would I change? Well, you could take that out, right? That shield generator, whip that out straight away. You could then put in a multi-limpet controller, Glass 3, a mining multi-limpet controller. Might be better at this case. But of course, you have to have access to this. So, as a starting build, it's not bad. Problems I can see with this straight away, right? First off, they haven't applied any additional engineering to this other than the hard points, right? Which we've got the mining lasers. These are going to run hot, and we're going to take it out and we're going to do some laser mining as it is. The amount of storage we have here, and I'll just cancel that. Right, 96 tons. Lovely. We're going to go get some limpets. Just like that. Confirm.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
What we didn't put in here is the refinery, which is very silly of me. So what they've done is they haven't got a detailed surface scanner, which I think is an omission here, but they have put the 2A refinery in. So, alright, let's just do as what they say. So after my senior moment, there's refineries down there, right? And they've gone for a 2A one. The 2A one is great. Buy and equip. 6 active bins, so you can have 6 materials being refined at any one time. Okay, so that's what we've kind of got. We've still got 27.72 light years. There you go. Could we make it better? Yes, we could. Perhaps we could sacrifice one of these and put a better shield generator or Olympic controller in, or perhaps a better refinery, but this kind of is the build. Where do I see problems with straight off the bat? I see problems with heat from these. I also see a problem in regards to the thrusters. 4B, why shouldn't you have 4A? Either way though, what is this going to be setting us back? So if I say purchase a ship here, that if I sell the ship, that's 4 million credits. That's what the current ship is worth. Alright, so 4 million credits worth of ship. Yes, you've got 2 modified mining lasers. This is going to be a bit of a thing. However, that's not all. You also get, it would seem from the picture we've been given, a ship kit and a paint job. Well, the paint job they've got there seems to be, let's see, this one, which is a salvage white, 2,220 arcs. Right? I haven't got that one. What have I got? Oh, we'll use the hazard supervise instead. And also they got a ship kit as well. So the ship kit they've got for this, let's have a look. It looks to be around this one. So that's 11,750 arcs as well. So interesting stuff. I'm putting that in. Right then, okay, let's take this mining, shall we? Now here's one of the first problems we've got with this particular build. Because we haven't got a surface scanner, we can't scan the rings. Can't scan the rings, you can't find the hotspots. Can't find the hotspots, you're kind of doing a bit of hit and miss. This is only laser mining, however, so you can drop in, take your chances. But if you wanted to expand this build, then the scanner, so you can scan the rings, would be plus. But that's the first major downside I would see to this, to, like, you know, not only surveying the rings, but also getting a little bit of data on some of the planets should you be using this build to get out and about. Just my thoughts.
Programming limpet drone.
I mean, to be honest, this is an absolutely terrible build. You need more lasers than this. You need more mining tools than this.
Prospector limpet engaged.
The very least you need, I would say, is
asteroid scan complete.
Don't know why they haven't gone for an old Python Mark 1 all kitted out with all the tools. I mean, yes, it works. Is it really that good? No, it isn't. I could be here for the rest of my life doing this. I really could. Limited by the amount of weapon slots you've got. You're limited, again, like I say, with this particular build, not having the surface scanner. So you can drop into the hotspots, quite make things a little bit better. Yeah, absolutely terrible. People would only buy this if they really wanted these mining lasers with the long range and the incendiary rounds on them. That's the only reason why you'd have this. So what do I think after taking it mining? Utterly abysmal. That's what I think after taking it mining. What would I do differently? Class A on the drives. I would not go through all the hassle of having long range. I just put normal mining lasers on it. What else? Let's see. I'd think about a better limpet controller on there. I'd have a ring scanner, you know, the surface scanner. Perhaps cut down on one of the cargo bays. I wouldn't use it in the first place, to be perfectly honest with you. I've always thought this is a nothing ship. and something that I wouldn't really use anyway. If someone said, hey, we're going to get rid of the Type 6, I go, okay then, fair enough. I use this to be a fuel rat kind of thing and refuel my friends' ships when they break down. That's one of the best things and best uses I use for the Type 6, to be honest with you. A sort of like international search and rescue for when people run out of fuel. As a miner, I don't know, the jury's out. Will they have a jury come back in? I don't know. Either way, like I said in this video, I mean, if you really, really wanted those engineered mining lasers, well then you can either do it via gameplay, or you can spend your arcs on it. Anyway, I don't think there's anything to write home about. Let me know in the comments what you think. I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.